So, I've been thinking about the channel and in particular the direction that I would like to take it. The channel has not grown at a speed that I might prefer. I've been doing this almost 10 years and it wasn't that long ago that I hit 1,000 subscribers, which by some standards is not exactly high numbers. I have to say though, I am so grateful for every subscriber and every viewer that invests some time out of their busy day, out of their busy lives into looking at the content on Unknown Audio. It's a dreary, rainy old Sunday here in the UK, but thankfully I've just taken delivery of a little package which should hopefully cheer me up, and that's in this box here. But before I get to unpacking that, I thought that it was probably a good time to try and tidy up my workspace, which I'm in the process of doing now. So I'm going to carry on with that and then we'll come back and I'll show you what's in the box. Now, in thinking about what I would like to do to improve the content and try and grow the channel, I've been thinking about other content creators on YouTube and maybe trying to see what lessons can be learned from their approach. Now, one of the things that is quite obvious to me is that a lot of the channels that seem to do very well are quite focused on a particular subject, and the videos themselves can be quite formulaic. There is a particular style and a particular way that each video unfolds. You know what to expect, and that can help breed some familiarity with the audience. It helps to create a strong identity. You're not thrown out of your comfort zone by something that you weren't expecting. Do you ever start tidying something and then one job leads on to another, and before you know it, you're on a complete side quest and you wish you'd never started? The side projects just keep getting worse. Now, don't ask me why, but my dog seems to want to walk around this train station car park, so it looks like I'm walking around a train station car park. Now, I think this approach can work really well, where channels have a very narrow focus and formulaic approach to every video. But I feel like this works particularly well when an individual is an authority on a particular subject and they are able to deliver detailed and accurate information that is based on practical know-how. I don't really consider myself an authority on any one subject particularly. I consider myself more of a jack of all trades. So the reason I'm doing all this is because a few days ago my computer died. Kaput. I've had issues with it in the past, with the hard drive frying itself, and only lost a few months worth of data. This time the machine, I think it's had it. I have got backup, so my data is safe this time. But yeah, this is the machine in question. I've got to try and put this down without actually breaking my desk. So yeah, this is my old Mac Pro. It's a 2012 model, I believe, but I had this one. It's a refurbished version, not a certified Apple refurb, but this is by another company. And I bought this in 2019 and it served me pretty well, I have to say. But it died, and so it's kind of forced my hand a bit, and it was time to upgrade. Now, with my own channel, Unknown Audio, obviously the focus is audio, music creation, production, and sound design. But the content can range from mixing techniques in Logic Pro to gear reviews to build videos, DIY electronics projects. You know, I've turned my hand to some luthiery. Is that how you say it? Luthiery. I've done stuff with video and analog video glitch devices. Some of the content is shot vlog style with me out in the wilderness, if you can call it a wilderness. Some of the content is shot indoors. Sometimes I'm in a garage working on some kind of DIY build. Sometimes I'm just screen recording and purely using plugins. In other words, the output is a bit of a mess, and maybe I need to focus things in or find some kind of formula that is a little bit more recognizable for the viewer, for you. So I'm going to show you what I've upgraded to in a moment, but I had kind of hit a bit of a brick wall with this, a bit of a bottleneck. I couldn't update the operating system beyond Mojave, so I was running into a few issues with updating software or wanting to install new software that I couldn't because it wasn't supported by this OS. So it was about time that I upgraded. That's the reason for all this palaver today. Even in the kinds of music I create, it can vary from ambient to hip hop to jungle and drum and bass to metal to acoustic singer-songwriter type stuff. So I feel like on this channel I'm working with a very eclectic palette of ideas and interests. The reason for this is because I'm genuinely motivated and inspired by lots of different aspects to the creative process, lots of different tools and techniques, and I want to document those things because I think that they would be interesting to a lot of other people as well. But in that process, I'm not always, and very rarely in fact, an expert on any of these things. I am myself quite often learning through the process. But as the saying goes, jack of all trades, master of none is sometimes better than a master of one. But at the same time, I feel like the channel could definitely benefit from having more focus, more of a clear intent, a clearer objective, and so that it is possible for maybe someone new to the channel to kind of get a sense of what the channel is about and to not be left confused by a myriad of different topics and avenues of exploration. So I thought we'd just do a quick side-by-side comparison of my old computer with my new one. It's almost ridiculous, isn't it? Now, I'm not sure that I have a good answer to this dilemma that I find myself faced with at the moment. I'm sure in time it will work itself out, but I am conscious of this situation, and I want to make improvements, and that means being honest and assessing what is working well and what is not working so well with the channel, and trying to learn new skills and to hone existing skills and really to refine the whole process. So that's what I'm working on. If you have anything that you feel you can contribute to this discussion, to my thought processes, if there are certain aspects to the channel that you think work really well, and perhaps even more importantly, aspects of the channels that don't work very well, that you don't find very engaging, that actually inspire you to switch off, then that would be really useful to know. So if you want to give me some feedback and some constructive criticism, I'm all ears. So yeah, why not leave some comments down below.